Mm-hmm. 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 Hello, hello. Hey, how you doing, beautiful? I'm colored. How are you doing, Evelyn? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Felicia Marie B. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. Are y'all doing good? Everything is going well. Hello, Jane. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Mhm. Busy day for me. I've been ripping and running with my daughter to appointments, to the stores, all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh. And then I'm over here sniffing. I may have to take some medicine. Yep, yep. Hello, Z. How are you doing? Hope happy you're here tonight. Hope you're doing well. You was able to move today, so that's a blessing. I know that's right. Yes, look, we are alive and well, so that is awesome. Take this up my ear. Uh-oh. You're tired. Okay. Yep. No need to complain, honey. That's not gonna help anything, right? Just go with the punches. I hope not either. Look, I'm gonna hit some airborne again. I think I have seasonal allergies, so it keeps the weather keep going back and forth. It rained today, off and on. So yeah, that's what it is. So I just need to take a pill. Edamame beans. Okay. I don't know how those taste. I want to have those taste. I'm scared to taste them. I said I wanted to, but I don't know. Can you explain the taste of them, Felicia? Yeah, so I'll probably take an airborne tonight. I said I'm gonna wait until after the live though. Take an airborne, take a allergy pill. So I can knock this right on out, honey. You know you got to knock it out right away. Like when it first started. Let's knock it out, get it on over with. Cause then nobody got time for sickness. Right? I've been doing real good. So we're gonna keep that going. I don't think I've been sick all year, really. So praise God for that. Hello, Grace. How you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. So y'all, what y'all gonna do? What y'all it's December. Does everybody celebrate like the holidays, Christmas, Kwanzaa, something, any of those things that's in the chat? Felicia says yes, get the airborne in, right, proactive, not reactive, but edamame tastes like peanuts to me. Okay. All right, all right. I might like them then. I might need to check them out. Hello, Miss Toy. How you doing? You listen? Okay. Oh, you're walking back like per usual. I got it. I got it. Get it in, honey. Get it in. How you doing on that 80 ounces of water? Are you done with that? She said, "Hope me. Thank you so much for hoping. Wishing me well." Hola, hola, Twan. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So beautiful. I says, yes, I celebrate Christmas at my house. Okay, cool. All right. Grace says Miss Toy Twan needs to come up on the live and sing "Deck the Halls" on this live over here. You want to sing "Deck the Halls"? Twan, you want to come sing what? What "Deck the Halls"? Oh Lord. Hello. Thanks for coming in, sweetheart. All right, yes. So I was going to ask, the reason why I asked, do y'all celebrate Christmas? Because I want to talk a little bit. I do celebrate Christmas, the holidays. Um, Hello, Jen. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Mm. So yeah, I do celebrate the holidays, y'all. So I didn't know if anybody in here does not, or but I wanted to talk about tonight just a little bit about what we can do, just getting movement in, kind of preparing yourselves for that time, because of course we just came off of November for Thanksgiving, which I think most of us do, did celebrate Thanksgiving in some kind of way, shape, or form. And so, yeah, I'm looking for, able to want to talk just a little bit about, because now it's time for Christmas. Look, we got it's like 1 month, away from each other. And with us, being on a better health journey, a lot of us are trying to lose weight. Yeah. Some people may have some little feel uneasy about, having to now deal with Christmas after coming off of Thanksgiving. Hey, doctor. Talking to Jen. Hello, Darium. How you doing? Not sweet and sour. Some people like it like that. Gotta have a little sweet, little sour. Maybe make a little perfection. How you doing? I hope you're doing well, Darium. So everybody just saying hi to one another. She said, "Oh Lord, more food, more food. Gotta eat a little something, something. Need you. Hey, doc, you need food for fuel, right? Think about that gas tank. When that gas tank on fumes, can you perform? Can you get where you're going? Nope, can't do it. So it's the same way when it comes to our bodies. We need food for fuel. Yes, yes. Not too little, not too much. Just the right, just the right amount. And that's different from for me, and for you, of course. So you got to find that sweet spots and live your sweet, healthy life. Hello, Z. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Jane says, I personally treat every month the same since being on this journey. I do have 2 weeks of leave, so I'll just need to make sure to get movement in and not sit and watch Hallmark movies. Now, wait a minute, Jane. You still can watch them Hallmark movies now. Go on, watch them Hallmark movies. I love this time of year for that. Yes. So I need to, make sure I'm going to have to learn how to balance YouTube and Hallmark movies and the rest of my life. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out because I need to look at my Hallmark movies. Yes. So it's okay to sit down for a little bit. So it's all about balancing, right? That's all. That's what it boils down to. We got to learn how to balance it all. This is a new lifestyle for us. We're doing the darn things, making sure that we're, trying to eat right, at all times. Like Jane says, like Jane says, we need to learn how to eat all year, right? So we can prepare for these times if we do eat a little bit more, during the holiday seasons or whatever. It'll be okay. You won't be so scared to, take a bite or two of, a sweet treat or whatever, the case may be, or eat a little bit more rice or eat a little bit more, well, I don't sound like nobody's having issues eating protein. Protein is high priority for us. Yes, nice pick, Darian. Let me show that pic again. Hold up. Bam. My brother is ready. He got his little Christmas decorations behind him, his Christmas tree. Sparkling, look, glowing, glistening. Yes, that is a nice pic, Darian. Thank you, for Felicia, for pointing that out. All right, let's see. Just some more saying hi to one another. Jane says we should make our own Hallmark movie. Now, whether it's to be holiday or not, who knows? Because Hallmark, of course, is all year movies. But yeah, Kim J, sweet, healthy Christmas. Oh my gosh. Yes. And Jane, just want to let you know you did very well yesterday when you were trying to show people, for those who of us who have forgotten or have never done Zumba before, did a great job, honey. Yes, yes. Great. So Grace also agrees with Felicia. Very nice profile picture, Darium. Yep. So you did a real, real good job, Jane, yesterday. Cute idea, Felicia says. She said to JC. Okay, so Darium says, question, is having weight gain during the holidays more egregious? Did I say that right? I don't know. Then a normal regular weight increase? Egregious? Is it egregious? Then a normal regular weight increase. For me, I think either one. You gain weight, you gain weight. That's how I feel. I probably won't. For me, I feel the same. Like I am going to be, as long as it's not crazy amount of weight. I understand weight fluctuates, right? Sometimes we gonna lose. Sometimes we gonna stay the same. Sometimes we gonna gain. It's understandable. So you always check yourself, see what you done did for the week. And of course, because of the holidays, for those who are eating a little bit more, because there are some people that say, I'm not going to touch, I'm going to do exactly what I was doing all year round. But even sometimes when you're doing the same thing all year round, sometimes you do ended up, gaining a little bit, or like I said, staying the same and not, getting that constant weight loss like you normally do. So it just depends on where you're at in your journey. But I feel like you can give yourself more grace during the holidays because you have so much food that's sitting out. So many different things. You're enjoying your family if you're with your family and friends. And things so you're not actually making making all the meals that's going to be set before you. So you kind of don't know what you're going to get depending on what the meal is or who's cooking it. So where you may cook at home very, very clean, okay? And you know what you're putting in your foods, just like when you go to restaurants, same thing. Some families gonna want to go to restaurants, more restaurants during this holiday time. So you can't determine exactly what everybody's putting in, the foods that you're being served. So with that being said, I think you should give yourself a little bit more grace during holiday season. Yep, a little bit more grace. We're supposed to be giving ourselves grace anyway, but definitely during the holiday season, because you don't want to be all stiff about everything. There's some people, when they, especially if you're going to somebody's house, they're gonna be looking at you like side eye, like, why should I eat my food? you know, and it could cause more of people like staring at you, trying to figure out what's going on with you, like, whatever. So yeah. You're welcome, Dario. Hello, Purple Bellflower. How are you doing? How are you doing, honey? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Tamika. How are you? Thanks for coming in, everyone. Okay, so Evelyn says, agree. Jen did a phenomenal job with the 2 Zumba tutorials yesterday. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you again for that, Jen or Jane. All right, Felicia says, I'm enjoying the holidays this time around. I gained 5 pounds. Okay, so at least you're enjoying the holidays. Yes. And so you decide to give yourself grace. 5 pounds you did gain, but guess what? Those little pounds can come right back off, right? They can come right back off. So you jump back on your bandwagon, and before you know it, they're gonna be right back off, and then some. So Jen says, did anyone feel like they were out of control on the holiday? For me, I did not feel like I was out of control. I did, thoroughly enjoy myself, okay? But not out of control. No, 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 no. And I'm happy that I was able to eat. Like I ate, I didn't like hold back, on what I ate. I actually, I chose wisely, but I did eat a little bit of everything. I had sweets, I had, carbs, which is, part of sweets, but I had other carbs like rice. I've had, which a lot of times I don't eat rice on a normal basis, but I did have some more rice than I normally would if I did have it. What other carbs? I had cornbread dressing, but it had crab in it, so it's crab dressing. That was good, but it was carbs too. It had some protein in it too, though. I didn't do my flaxseed much. I did have some sometimes, but not as much. But I also had greens, so that helps. Uh, yeah. But I had just to name a few things. But yeah, I had a great time, and it felt good, not to be, oh, I got to track, I got to do this, I got to do that, you know that's awesome on a normal basis. But when it comes down, like I said, to a holiday special time, it's kind of hard to do all that tracking and everything. I want to enjoy what I'm doing, enjoy my family, enjoy my friends. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Felicia says, and perfectly fine with those 5 pounds gained. I know that's right. Because guess what? This is a lifestyle change. We're not just modifying for like a diet. Just to, okay, I'm gonna lose this and then I'm gonna go back to normal. We're actually trying to make wise choices, that's gonna be lifelong, right? So that's why, this time we can go ahead on and just, enjoy ourselves, even if we do gain a little bit, which everybody did not gain. Some people reported that they lost some. So, but just being, just to chill out, and enjoy yourself. Sometimes we need that little reset though. Sometimes we need to like eat at maintenance, especially when we've been in a calorie deficit for so long. Sometimes we need to eat in a like a maintenance type, you know, um, calories or whatever, for a little bit, and then go back to doing, then go back down to the weight loss calories or whatever. And then sometimes that, boosts you back to losing weight. So yeah. Injurious. Okay. Thank you. Outstandingly bad or worse. Thank you so much, Darian, for that. Greatly appreciate it. Igorous. All right. Grace says JC Hallmark title ideas. A dose of destiny. The weekly miracle. The magic shot. Just my type 1 or 2. Prescribed for happiness. That's cute. That's cute, Grace. I like those. Beautiful says, GNF, I didn't. So what she's saying is she did not feel out of control. Hello, Shani. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hello, Jazzy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. Okay, so Tamika says she gained 0.8 ounces. She ate protein all day, but for dinner, she ate carbs and she enjoyed it. I know that's right. Enjoy it. I'm happy you enjoyed it. Yes. Yes, 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 Tamika. And you only gained 0.8. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So it was worth every carb that you ate. I know it was. Grace said, weight gain is, oh Lord, here I go. Anytime and all. Okay, yeah. Okay, gotcha. I got you, Grace. Okay, so Hadrian says, hi, Kim J and chat. How are you doing? Hadrian, hope you're doing well. Z says, hello, everyone coming in. So that's the second, that's two. We got 2 Z's in the house tonight. Hope y'all are doing well. Grace says, Jen, for me, I just felt like I could eat a little more Thursday night. Understandably so. Yep. And I did too. I ate a little bit more than I normally would. But I did it in like spells. So I did, I did a little bit of breakfast, and which was lunchtime really. And then I did a little bit more later on. That was my Thanksgiving, food. And then later on that evening, I did a little bit more. So I normally don't eat 3 big meals throughout the day, but Thanksgiving Day I did. Yep. Jane, and I had desserts. Jane says, Jen F, not me, but it is mainly because we were out of town doing a lot of hikes. She picked high protein and had her shakes, bars, fruits, and veggies. Okay, Jane. All right, with the hikes. Awesome. I hope you had a great time. Hello, Miss Linda. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I enjoyed your videos that you did. When you did them alone. You did a great job. I enjoyed them. Shawnee says, I felt out of control only. Oh, I'm sorry. And Miss Linda, non-scale victory on those bras. Yes, yes, yes. You were able to go down from what, a double J to a D cup. Yep, yep, yep. I saw you, girl. I saw you. Shiny says, I felt out of control only because I ate 3 days instead of 1 to 2 days as I planned. Okay. You felt out of control. Oh, Pookie, I'm sorry to hear that. But you ate 3 days instead of 1 to 2 days as you planned. Okay, and that's fine. Hopefully that works out. It works out for you, and you still, you didn't lose. I mean, you didn't gain weight, But like I said, it's a lifestyle. You had the food, at your disposal, and hopefully we get to the point where we are okay, eating a little bit more during, like I said, this holiday time, you know, because like I said, even if we gain some, those pounds will fall back off for sure. We just jump back on, our normal routine and the pounds will fall off. And sometimes, like I said, it may fall off even more because you kind of sometimes when you go from eating in a low calorie deficit for so long and then, you eat something, like in different, with high calorie food or whatever. And then when you go back to your low calorie food, sometimes that kick starts, you're losing weight again. So, yes. So hopefully this week when you weigh in, it's in your favor, Shiny. Jane says, "Oh, Grace, I just saw my titles. We need to do this Hallmark movie." Yes. Let me know, Jane. And she just speaking. Hit the like. Thank you, Jazzy. Yes, y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button when you come in, honey. Just go and hit it. Just go ahead and hit it. Greatly appreciate it. And if you forgot, go ahead on and jump back over and hit that button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Grace says, JC, good thing is plenty of celebrities to cast the first hand experience. Yes. Yes, yes. Twan says, right. I'm considering skipping the weigh-ins until 12:31. That'd be a good thing, Twan. I know before we was talking, saying 3 months, that sounds like a lot. But yeah. So 12:31, that won't be too bad. That's something to think about, y'all. What y'all think about that? Would y'all consider it? Not weighing into 12:31? Mm-hmm. What y'all think about it? To let us know in the chat. Or are y'all scared? uh that's not a bad idea, Jane says. Yep. Yeah, I haven't been weighing myself as much anymore either. I'm like, not every single day. But sometimes I think with that, especially depends on why you're weighing yourself daily. Like some people weigh themselves daily, and I don't think nothing's wrong with that if you have the right, reasons behind it. So like for me, I would weigh myself every day, most of my journey. But when I did, it was saying, okay, I'm not doing it because I'm just scared that oh my gosh, it's gonna go up today, it's gonna go, whatever, making me all nervous and adding undue stress to me. Like some people say they they reported that they have why they don't weigh every day. But for me it's just for accountability. Okay, I may have eaten a certain way the day before, so that next day when I weigh in, which normally when I weigh in I'm making sure I'm birthday suit or maybe like very very not that much clothes on, I should say. So I may have like underwear on or whatever, but mainly, first thing after I wake up, use the bathroom and everything. I don't drink no water before then. I use that bathroom and then weigh myself, because then that would be more so your true weight. If you weigh yourself at night, a lot of times, because you've drank something, you've eaten stuff, you may be 2 pounds heavier, but the next day, first thing in the morning or whenever you wake up, because some people I know work at night or don't sleep at night, they sleep in the daytime. But whenever you wake up, you take, you use the restroom, hopefully poop, and as well, and then you weigh yourself. Yes, you'll see that's kind of like the true weight. That's what that's what the powers to be normally says. And I personally think that is true because that's my personal experience from it. All right, Grace says, Tamika, what was the bacon you were eating? Grace, it was turkey bacon from Sam's Club. I responded back to you, honey. Look at that message, which I think she said in her video too. Yep, yep, yep. She forgot, Tamika. So what are y'all doing to get some movement in and to prepare for this next great day this month when it comes to eating and everything? Because we can properly prepare first so that we will be set up to make sure that we are going to still win, even if we do eat a little something extra during Christmas Day or a couple of days after or even before, because some people are already celebrating the holidays. You're having a lot of people are having like potlucks at work. You have friends asking you to go out and y'all, doing your little Christmas gift exchanges, different families having holiday, time. And of course, a lot of times it's surrounded by food, and it's not going to always be GLP-1 approved or, what we consider just high protein and that's it, or whatever. High protein, high fiber foods. It may not be much of that. So then what do? Are you properly prepared for that? Is what I'm wondering. Let me know in the chat. Grace says, I lost half of a pound Thanksgiving week. Awesome, awesome. That's great, Grace. Happy for you. And Miss Linda, what is in your cup, honey? Tamika said, yay to Grace. Yes, yes. Kudos to Grace. Purple Bellflower says, she's Tamika. Yep, I gained 1 pound, honey. I always say that that's just a good bathroom run. I know that's right. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Twan says, hi, all. For those who come in after her. Derek says, hi there, Hajarine. When you gonna drop a CD or have a listening party with all those bangers you're making? Yes. And I had a listening party, Darium, last Saturday. Where were you? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But I did have a little listening party. But yes, Hajarine, I think that would be great. Yes. What you think about it, honey? Think about it. Let us know in the chat if you think that's a great idea. Because of course, when I did mine, Darium, I don't know if you watched the replay or if you're in the bushes, but I did a listening party Saturday night, and I was just sharing with you all some music that Hajarine as well as Low Carb Queen blessed me with. Yep, and they gave me 3 different songs, so I wanted to share with everybody and just to find out what everybody thought about them as far as my intros, outros, or like maybe during like maybe gym time or something where I'm not talking, I can play it during that time. So yeah, we had a great time though. Okay, you working on that? Okay, girl. Damn, in your business. He peeping through your window. Oh, okay. Darren says, how's December challenges going? Miss Linda and Mr. Michael. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. Jane says, we did, let me see. Y'all was out in Lake Tahoe area. Okay, California is very beautiful. Okay, Lake Tahoe. I want to go there one time. We'll see. Maybe one day. I've been to California, but never Lake Tahoe. But I heard that area is real pretty. I'm happy y'all enjoyed yourselves. I don't know about no hiking though. Look, walking maybe, hiking with this knee. I don't know. That probably gonna work. But I'm happy y'all had a great time. Definitely. Bellflower says took that leftover fried turkey leg quarters and put them in a crock pot of pinto beans on Sunday. I know that's right. Repurposing that food. Yes, yes, yes. All right, Bellflower. That sounds good. That sounds good. Mighty good. Darren says, and look, and fiber. You got that fiber, girl, and that protein all in the same pot. Yes, yes. Darren says, sounds like fun. I'll be in the house because you make some great work. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. She does. Talking about Hajarine. All right. The challenge is intermittent fasting. Okay, I know a little bit about that. I know a little bit about that intermittent fasting, honey. Yes. I was intermittent fasting throughout my whole journey up until those sugars was just didn't want to work, didn't want to do right, and it wanted to start going low. Too often, a little too often. Yeah. So I kind of slowed back on the intermittent fasting, but that helps a lot. Intermittent fasting is so powerful. So powerful. It helps with insulin resistance. You know, I'm going to give y'all some information on it. Hold on, y'all. Because, of course, when I get up here, I don't remember everything I want to say. But it helps with weight loss, improve metabolic health, heart health, brain health. It reduces inflammation. So that's good for you, Miss Linda, definitely, to reduce inflammation. Because I remember you saying, you had, some things was the rheumatoid arthritis was kind of acting up with you with, when you were on your new medicine. But now it's good. So I'm happy about that for you. Thank God for that. So yeah, those are some of the things that intermittent fasting, why it's good to, intermittent fast. It definitely also helps, improve your insulin sensitivity, like I said earlier. So y'all check it out. Check it out. If y'all want to Google it, like Miss Linda said, Google it. Miss Linda, when you said that one day, I forgot what video it was, but when you said Google it, the way you said it, I don't know what I think cracked me up so much. But a lot of people don't want to look, research for themselves. Okay, I'm getting hot. A lot of people don't want to research for themselves. They want to hear us and they think let me go do what this person do. Let me go do what that person do. Child, you better research. And even when the doctor talking to you, you better research. Shoot, make sure it's okay. Always best to do your own research. Okay, so Beautiful says at Bellflower, I know that was fire. Yes, that's the pinto beans with that meat. Darren says, ooh, I remember you saying he's doing 8-hour fast. Okay, 8 hour. Okay. So he fasting 8 hours. Are you talking about 16 hours, 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating? Linda says, Hajarine, I love the song you did for Felicia Marie B and Kim J. You are so gifted. Yes, she is. And I thank you again, Hajarine, for that. That blessed my little heart, honey. Like, as soon as I started listening to the music, I just smiled from ear to ear, honey. I ran up there and let my husband hear it. He thought it was really nice. Yes. So that's why I was like, yeah, I want to do a listening party. Let everybody hear it. Shani says, I'll wait Thursday and we'll see. Okay. And guess what, Shani? Even if you gain a little bit, give yourself some grace now. We talk about grace all the time. We got to give ourselves some grace. And the way you be in that gym, honey, you probably can eat a little bit more, and still be okay. Yep. Bellflower says, at Beautiful, yes, so good. The turkey just shredded up in. Oh yes, that's when it's the best, honey. I usually use smoked turkey. It was different and meaty with more tender meat. Yes. I can imagine. That was really good. Yes. So Hadri says, I took my shot Thanksgiving Day. Okay. So could you eat on Thanksgiving Day since you had just taken your shot? I know some people report that, when they take their medicine, the first day, second day, third day, it'd be hard to, get a lot of food in. So then, of course, you want to, if you have that problem, you want to make sure that you're getting, some, at least getting your proteins, meeting your protein goals, doing maybe some shakes. That helps out a lot. Now, I talked to my dietitian about the shakes, and, sometimes, she said the shakes can be more hard on your kidneys. So you don't want to do too many at one time, at per day or whatever. You don't want to do too many. But one is definitely fine. And every now and again, if you need to get a second one in, that's fine. So those days that you may not be able to eat as much, definitely make sure you're trying to get your protein in. That'll be great. And then you'll make up, a little bit later on when this medicine is not, making you so restrictive. But we definitely make sure we need to eat something, because again, food is fuel. Just making sure when you eat, you try to eat as healthy as you possibly can. All right, so Beautiful says, missed you bunches, Miss Linda, and so glad you're back. Yes, yes. Derek says, oh goodness, another challenge. I ain't doing another one. That one either. He ain't doing another one. Not one. Not one. Have you been on any of our challenges, Darian? Have you been playing with us? Are you outside with us? What are we doing here, Darian, if you're not in the challenges with us? Are you supporting us? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Beautiful says, I would wait until 12:31 for weigh-in. Okay. We see you. We see you. All right. Darren says, how did your son do with hosting Thanksgiving? Hajri, it's habit for me now. I'd say I'm not and end up doing it anyways. Gotcha. Z says, that's a good idea to weigh 12:31. But alas, I see my doctor on 12:17. Okay, so she's seeing her doctor on 12:17. So she's gonna find out her weight anyway. But Z, are you gonna go ahead and just after the 17th weigh in? Are you gonna wait until the 31st to weigh in? Is that what you're gonna do? Let us know. And your A1C check. So hopefully it's even better this time with your A1C, Z. Hopefully so. But I know you're in the normal range, right? Already. Laughing at Darian. Darian played too much. All right. Ms. Linda says, Grace, I had a gingerbread protein drink about 30 minutes ago. How are you doing? Evelyn is down. Who else? So we have sound like Evelyn, Z. I can do that. Felicia Marie B says, question, what movement are you doing for December? Okay, so for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some Zumba, D-Zumba. I'm going to do some Zumba. I'm going to do Zumba twice a week. And that's everybody in the chat. What are you doing? That's what we're on here talking about too tonight. What are you doing as far as movement to set you up for success so that when Christmas come, you'll be all right. Okay? So you're gonna be all right anyway, but I'm just saying, you'll feel like you're all right, okay? You'll feel better prepared. So what are you doing? So for me, for movement, I'm going to like I said, do the Zumba twice a week. I think I'm gonna do about 10 minutes of it. I'm also already in my, gym bag where I'm doing, body recomp, right? So I'm doing more strength training. And I try to do those 4 times a week. So I'm going to still do that. But I'm also going to make sure I walk anyway. So my walking, I do 7,500 steps a day. Anyway, so I'm going to make sure I am getting to that 7,500 because sometimes, because we were doing so many challenges, I may have not got to the, like focus on the walking, but walking is so important. Walking is very great for our everyday lives, also for our mental. So yeah. Now, if you can't walk outside, always, you can walk around your home, walk on your walking pad or treadmill, go to the gym and walk. So there's no excuses for not being able to walk if you are able to walk. Okay. Um, yeah, so I'm going to share some things with you all tonight, of how you can get your movement in. But that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to make sure I'm getting, and walking is part of cardio. But since I do that anyway, I'm gonna try to keep that going without any issues, without all day somebody want to hit 7,500 every single day, not just. So sometimes I may not hit it, say on Monday, but then I may make up Tuesday and Wednesday for the Monday goal that I missed. The extra time, so I'll do that. But I'm hoping to hit it every day, the 7,500 this month. That's my goal. Okay. And then, like I said, doing my strength training, okay, 4 times a week, whether I'm at the gym or at home, because of course, with the weather changing back and forth, I may need to do some at home, which is fine. I have some weights here, and then or resistant bands. I have those as well. So that's 4 times a week, 7,500 walking, and then my Zumba challenge twice a week. Those are the things that I'm definitely going to commit to. If I can get a little bit more in, I may get 2 more days of just regular, some kind of movement. Okay. And I'm talking about cardio because I'm trying to burn some fat, right? So I'm trying to burn fat and I'm trying to build muscle. And I think I need, for me, myself, and I need both cardio and strength training to do that. So that's what I'm doing. All right, let me get on the chat real quick and then we'll talk a little bit more. All right, so about that, Felicia Marie B, thank you for that. All right, but Bellflower says, don't think I will ever not weigh in again. I've been in maintenance for 8 months, and just knowing my weekly numbers keep me accountable. Yes, now that's true. Just once per week, the entire 3+ years, never daily weigh-ins. Gotcha. Okay. And see, I did daily weigh-ins that kept me accountable. And like I said, it'll let me know, like yesterday, if I did not do, whatever I ate yesterday, if it made me gain the next day, if I saw that I gained, then that might be something I may have to like do some tweaking, right? So that's why I did it, for accountability purposes. Not so much, oh my gosh, let me see if did I lose today? Did I lose today? Did I lose today? No, because that causes stress. Okay, undue stress, and undue stress, cortisol, causes what? It can cause you to lose weight or stop losing weight. Okay, per the experts, not me. All right, so Darium said, I'm sorry, Hadrian says, Darium, he did so good. The Airbnb he chose was all fancy and had access to the rooftop. Ooh, that sounds fancy for real. We took family pictures up there. The food was delicious, delicioso. We didn't eat on time, but it was worth the wait. All right now, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. That's awesome, Hadrian. Grace says, Miss Linda, that sounds perfect for the holiday season. Yes. All right. Darium says that's an interesting term, true weight. And I know folks be searching for the lowest weight, but I don't know. I don't know. All right. So Miss Linda says, you are too sweet, Evelyn. These YouTube streets can be too much trying to record everything. I'm trying, and you're doing a great job. Yes. Grace says, what, and then you had me too laughing when you talk about I hope I ain't too close in y'all face. You had me cracking up. Grace says, what about folding a fitted sheet correctly challenge? You gonna spearhead that, Grace? Go ahead and spearhead that, honey. So, Miss Linda, what you can do, if I'm not sure if you got like a stand that you can put your phone on. If you're using your phone, you can get a little stand and put. Let me see. Let me grab my stand right quick so I can show you. Hold on, it's right here. See the stand here, Miss Linda? You put the phone right here, and it can go out so much. Now some of them, they have it where you can use they have a little tripod. They have tripods. Let me start over. Sometimes they have tripod stands for iPhone, iPads as well as phones. So and cameras. So yeah, you can get one of those, and that way you can pull it back and you can step back a little bit, so you won't be up in the camera. If you feel like you too in our face. Okay, so Miss Linda says she's joined the Y. That's how she gonna get some movement in. She has joined the Y, y'all. Okay, Miss Linda. Yes. And I'm sure I'm not sure your Y. I'm not sure. But I know some Ys, they have pools, they have the equipment to get some do some strength training, some cardio. Um sometimes they have a area where you can do some walking, like a track around the building. Yeah. And then they have other activities too, like strength training classes. They have different classes and things. I know strength training class. I know Patrice Denise, she was doing a strength training class at the Y at one point. So yeah, enjoy that, Miss Linda. I'm happy for you. Yay. All right. Hadri says, you're doing great, Miss Linda. She is. She is. She is. True weight is my goal for 2026. I know that's right. Yes. True weight. Yep. True weight is generally understood to be a person's underlying consistent weight trend, excluding normal daily fluctuations from factors like water retention, food intake, and waste. It is seen more as an average over time rather than a single number on the scale. Okay, that's what true weight is, y'all, in our weight loss community. Okay, let y'all know that just in case y'all didn't know. All right. Felicia says, I got you, Grace. Challenge accepted. Okay. There says, congrats to Miss Linda. They have so many great programs at the Y. Yes, they do. Definitely so. Bethla says, still doing calisthenic. I know I said it wrong. Daily walking and strength training at least 3 to 5 times a week. Toy says, walking while watching a live is a great way to get movement in. Yes, Miss Toy. I'm already finished. Amy, 30-minute walk. Okay, cool. Okay, you go, girl. Yes. And sometimes I do the same thing. I'll walk while I'm looking at this TV back here. Yep. And before you know it, especially when you're having a good time, once you start doing these things, y'all, for those who may not be doing the movement like they need to, like they should, like they think they should or whatever, or what the doctor has told you all to do, once you start doing it, it becomes like riding a bike. You just want it. You sometimes fiend for it a little bit. You really, really want it. So, and I like right now, I can't even see myself going backwards, not doing any, of these things that I do now. I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy it now. Before, no, I did not, but I enjoy it, and I go by myself. I don't have to have at one point I had to have a friend to go with. I don't have to have a friend no more. I go by myself. Yeah, and I can be in the gym all alone, and I'm just as happy. So Darium says, but it took time to get, I'm sorry, Darium. It took time to get there. It took consistency, disciplines, all of those things. That's how it took to get there so that I will, get to the point where I do enjoy it. All right. So Darium says, I love that, Hadrian. You taught him well and glad you all had a great time. Yes. A listening party. Mm-hmm. I have to go back and watch that replay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So Ms. Linda says the YMCA has free membership for 55 and over. Oh boy. I gotta wait. I got a few years. Darian? They are doing a great program to stay healthy through food and fitness. Yes. Awesome, awesome. Tamika Darium says, hi there. She is Tamika, and Tamika is she. I mean, Coach T. Yes. Intermittent fasting window is from 11 to 7. Yes. Okay, okay. So you doing, so he is doing, your husband, he's doing 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of the eating window. Okay, okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hope he does well on that. Bellflower says, I also have a GLP-1 friend and family group that I'm a part of, and half are still actively losing. So we all report our weigh-ins weekly. Okay, so therefore you cannot participate in the 1231 challenge. Okay, we got you. Weekly meals, workouts, wins, challenges, etc. Throughout the week. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's awesome that you have someone, a group like that, a friend and family group like that. That is great, Bellflower. I mean, it's so important to make sure so you got community on top of community on top of community. Yes. Yes, yes. That's awesome. Felicia says, let's show some holiday spirit to Kim J and hit that like button. Baby, listen, what we got? Do we got to beg? I don't want to beg. Don't make me beg, y'all. Just hit the like button. Just hit it. All right, Jane says, Bellflower, we make that meal often. Okay, okay. Hello, Anissa. How you doing? Reset with Anissa. Hope you're doing well. She said, hey, Answerific Tuesday. All right, Jane says, that is awesome to have that support group. Yes. Let me see. So Bellflower disagree. Yes, I eat, do that pretty often too, which helps. Okay, so she eats is it pinto beans often as well, which help her cholesterol, increasing that fiber. Yes, that's what I said. Fiber. You got the fiber from the beans. You got the meat from that turkey. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Even though you have carbs, because a lot of people don't realize that beans, even though they have carbs, they have a whole lot of fiber in it. So that goods and it cancels out that total carb that that it has in it. So that's awesome. So then some people know about net, like actually count net carbs and not total carbs because they're eating the fiber. But yes, it's very good to eat beans, y'all. Don't be scared of beans especially with you being diabetic. Yes, it has the carbs, but it also has that fiber too, and most of them have a lot of fiber. So it's okay to eat beans, and it's good to eat beans quite often. But of course, as you reading down below, I'm not a doctor, dietitian, and if I was, I'm not yours. Okay. All right. So Linda says, I did intermittent fast off and on for years. Okay. So I will just be revisiting. Gotcha. Gotcha. So you'll do great then. Hadrine says, that's great, Bellflower. Support is so important. Yes, support is so important. Support is so important. Yes. Yes. She agrees. We hold one another up. Yes. Grace says, excellent deal, Miss Linda. If I show the YMCA my DEXA biological age and tell them my spirit is basically retirement age, honey, do I qualify for that senior discount? Not so much, Grace. Sorry about that. But that was a good idea, though. Good try. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Progress. Yes. Progress over perfection, Darian. Exactly. Grace says, Bellflower, that's really cool. Okay, so Hadrine says she ate a little bit of everything, y'all, on Thanksgiving. Okay, cool. And that's the key thing, eating a little bit, in moderation, right? Little bit in moderation and enjoying yourself. Enjoy your sweet, healthy life, right? Make that life sweet. Even if it seemed like, the cards that you were dealt, may not have been in what you consider in your favor, but just make your life sweet anyway. You can make it a great day. Yep. All right. Linda says, Grace, you are too funny, and I miss your humor. Right. Jen says, Darian, I just watch y'all do the challenges. Darian and I just watch y'all do the challenges. Jen, really? You can do that challenge. Go on. Come on, girl. Come on with us, Jen. Grace says I increased my dumbbells and pushing my cardio to 60 minutes. Awesome, awesome, Grace. Great stuff. Come on, Darium. What you doing? What you doing? Come on, Jen Elf. What you doing? What you doing? I know, Darren, you already have a routine. Shawnee says, I'm doing Zumba and increasing my weights. Okay. I already do cardio daily and strength training 3 to 4 times per week, but want to move up my weights. Well, go ahead on. You do your thing, girl. You do your thing. I know I was in that gym last night, honey, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am very, very tired trying to, get through my 3 rounds of 15 reps, right? Yeah. I'm like, well, what's going on tonight? But I was using a little bit more weights too. So yeah, going on increase them gradually though, Shiny. Increase gradually. All right. Miss Linda says, I am still hula hooping, squatting, and doing leg lifts and strength training these arms. I know that's right, Miss Linda. You go right on ahead. You do your thing. All right. Yes. Awesome. I wonder if you're the only one actually doing all of the things, all of the challenges still. I'm not talking about the off and on, because sometimes I do squats, but I don't do them every day like we were doing them before. Or I may do the hula hoop, but not every single day like we were doing before. Yep. So that's awesome for you, Miss Linda. Evelyn says, I'm also doing Zumba twice a week on top of regular lifting routine. Okay. Yep. Awesome. Yes. So for those who are doing Zumba, that has accepted that challenge from JC Calamity Jane, are you all doing like a certain amount, or y'all just doing whatever, are y'all sharing it if you're content creators, or even if you're not content creators, are you sharing it on your channels? Let us know, because even if you're not a content creator, you definitely have a channel here on this platform. So let us know if you're sharing it. So we'll, especially if you're not, content creator, let us know if you're sharing the videos on your channel so we can go check them out. Like Miss LaFay, she wasn't a content creator, but she's sharing her different challenges she do, and she's doing a great job. And we are able to root her on, provide her some extra support, not just in the chats, but actually on her, on her channel, on her page. So Linda says, I walk on the treadmill when watching YouTube. Yes. Me too. We watch it so much, might as well go ahead on knock 2 birds out 1 stone, right? Darium said, and then you don't feel like you're exercising because you just, you're walking, you're looking at TV, you get caught up in the TV, whatever, whether it's YouTube, Netflix, whatever platform. And then by the time you think about it, 30 minutes gone, right? All right, Darium says, and I point and judge as they do some challenge. Stop pointing and judging. No judging. Not openly anyway. Hadri says, that's great, Mrs. Linda. You can't judge Jeremy unless you're doing it too. Not rightfully anyway. Don't laugh at him, Jen, but you're doing it too. I got you. Jane says, Zumba 30 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week. Strength training 30 minutes, 2 times a week. Walking, chicken chores, and garden prep. But not worried about Christmas with Zupbound, water, and food choices. Okay, girl. You a girl that know what she doing, honey. Yes. A confident woman. They got her plan already planned out. Yes. All right, 30 minutes of Zumba. 3 to 4 times a week. Okay. So how often you do it now? Before the challenge, Jane, is that you're saying you already do 3 to 4 times a week, or are you increasing it? Let us know in the chat. Of all these things that we're talking about, we know the chicken chore has got to be done every single day, right? Got to do that. Garden prep, you've been doing that for a while now too. So how often you doing Zumba? Every 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week already, or is that something, or you add an extra day, or what you're doing? And what about the strength training? The same thing. Let us know. No, Miss Hadreen, don't egg Darium on. Miss Linda says, I have 2 stands. I have that one. Okay. So yeah, so normally, like if I put it on there, depending on I guess it depends on your device too, because sometimes it lets you zoom in and out and things like that. I know some devices they follow you and all. As you're moving around, say the kitchen, because I know you in the kitchen a lot. You move around, it'll follow you wherever you go, honey. So that way you can stand back a little bit more and things of that nature. But like I said, hey, I don't care about all up close and personal. I'd be up and close and personal too on this phone. So I'm with you on that, honey. Mm-hmm. Darren says, I love that, Grace, folding the fitness sheet challenge, chewing 32 times per bite challenge, using 20 ice cubes challenge in a cereal, eating apples while playing double dutch challenge. You love all of them, but not doing them. I got you. Mm-hmm. Miss Linda says, yes, all of that at the Y and Zumba classes and sauna and steam room. Yes. Can't wait till I get, look, I had 3 more years. Then maybe I can go and jump on that bandwagon too, Miss Linda. Otherwise, it's like, I think a lot of the times it's over $100 where I live per month. Where Planet Fitness is $24.95. Mm-hmm. So Darian says, I have my mom doing the women on weights at the local Y, right? And I think that's the one that Patrice Denise did, women on weights. Yes, that's awesome. Look at you taking care of mama. Look at you. That's a good boy, man. But you'll always be her little boy, her baby. Miss Linda says, good evening. This is Miss Linda McDuffie, y'all. How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? Miss Linda, email me, please. Look for my email in the description. And email me, if you would. Grace is laughing at Darium. Jane says, Miss Toy, that is what I am doing. If a live hits 30 minutes, I am moving. And every 30 minutes after, even if you do a normal workout, sitting too much will do damage. That's true. So true. We got to make sure we're moving, y'all. JC said, I'm sorry, Grace says, JC, that's a cool challenge. Walk for every live. Darren says, I'll be doing that next year, the day after my birthday, getting a free Y membership. Okay. Hey, Amy loses it. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. Thank you. Happy to see your face in the place. Love you right back. Linda says, it's Darren. I will look into that. You're a good son looking out for your mom. Yes. Hey, Amy. Felicia says, don't call it a challenge, Grace. Then it's Darren won't do it. I know, right? Hello, Felicia Marie B. And Amy says, right. JC got me cracking up. You're right. He says, not gonna do it. Darren says, when you mentioned doing the Zumba dance, I could only think of watching Selena and doing the washing machine movements. Okay. Amy Luther says, hello to Jane. I love the lives yesterday. Yeah, see, Jane, you did a great job, honey. Felicia says, yes, Darium, the washing machine. All right, Jane says, Darium, she's laughing. Yes, the washing machine movement, honey. I didn't look at that movie, so I don't know what y'all talking about. That movie is everything. Everything? Okay. I need to check that out then. I need to check it out. Go, Grace. Grace, Darium is not responding to provocations. Jazz laughing. Jazzy. Grace says, Twan, now if I can just get it done at 4:45 a.m. How do you get up that early? Some people just early people. Some people just early birds. Honey, the early bird, she said, catches the worms. You've heard of that, before. Yeah, she gonna get up and get it done, honey. Darium says, nope, I have nothing proactive. I'm sorry, I'm so proactive. Productive to add to this conversation. Oh, Lord. Felicia Marie B says, Thanksgiving made me realize how much I love bread, okay? But my stomach didn't love it. Oh, Pookie. Yeah, I love bread. Well, I like bread. I don't love bread, but I like bread. I do like bread too. Mm-hmm. but I eat it pretty much every day. So the one that's keto and it has high fiber, some protein. Yep. And most of the carbs are canceled out, so I can enjoy my bread even though I'm a diabetic. How about that? Mm, happy for that. Thank you, Lord, for keto friendly bread. Yes, that doesn't taste like cardboard. Yes. Twan says, increase my steps to 12,000. 7 days of hula hooping and 5 days of cycling. All right, all right. I see you, girl. All right. Amy Lucy says, I'm going to try to record a Zumba video once a week. All right, cool. Looking forward to seeing that, Amy. I'm going to record twice a week. Okay. Jane says, for the Zumba, people and y'all, when y'all do the Zumba challenge, if you all are recording it, you want them to put hashtag the Zumba on there? Is that what we're doing? I'm thinking so, but yeah. And make sure you all put, at JC Calamity Jane in your description section, or you can put it in your in the title if you want to as well. Either one. That way she can see that you're doing it and she can cheer you on. She knows she got somebody that's, going in with her, giving her support. Thank you for that. All right, Darian says, Twan, I did one of your challenges. I added content creators to my community post page. How about that? Yes, I did too. I actually shared Jane's Zumba challenge on my page, on my post. What is it, community post? Yeah, I did. All right, Felicia Marie B says, I'm sharing the Zumba challenge. Yeah, so she's going to share it on her page too. Awesome. Thank you for that, y'all. All right, Grace says, my Zumba moves are considered classified footage. Classified footage? I can't risk the competition seeing. Why, Grace? We're not competing. We enjoy one another. We are doing this thing, collaborating together. It's kind of like, what is it? In the workplace, team building. We're building as a team. Look, for me, hey, because people like, Kim J, you be doing all this stuff when you're doing the challenges. Honey, not this one. Okay, not this one. Because my knee, with that surgery I had back in the day when I hurt my leg, I tore my patella. All that twisting and turning my knee, that don't work for me no more. I can't do it. So I used to do Zumba. Like, I used to go to, we used to have a place, a gym called Bailey's that I was a member of. And I used to go to Zumba like 4 times a week. I loved it so much. And I would go to different Baileys within our town. And just to, make sure I'm getting that Zumba in. Loved it. That was before I started doing like all the weights and and the machines and things like that. Didn't want to do that. All I want to do is Zumba. And we had this, it wasn't called hip hop Zumba, but it was kind of like hip hop Zumba. But yeah, like, the music that they were playing, it wasn't Latin. But yeah, when I hurt myself, I could not do that any longer because of, my knee was messed up. And once you have surgery, it's just not going back to like how it used to be. As far as it'll never be like repaired to the point where it's exactly like it was before. So y'all make sure y'all be careful falling. Do not fall. Try not to fall so you won't hurt yourself, because it just don't seem like it's ever the same. So a lot of times my knees swell. So I have to be careful with that. But yeah, go ahead and think about it, Grace. Think about it. We would love to support you and cheer you on and everything. You never know. You might do real good. You might do real good. Darren says, both you and Oprah love bread. Felicia Marie B. All right. Twan says, it's not easy, but I press my way. Gotcha, Twan. Talking about that waking up early in the morning. Much earlier than she has to get it done. But you know what? She learned, she started doing it more and more. She loves it. It's consistency, like I said before, and it develops habits. And I can't foresee her doing anything different. Like, even when she don't have to wake up, she still find herself waking up. but she enjoys what she's doing. That's because she made sure her mindset was different. Right? All right, Amy says, Grace, they can't be worse than mine. All right, Grace, come on now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on with it. All right. Jazzy said Grace, and she laughing. Don't laugh at Grace, Jazzy. Twan says, Grace, that's why I do Let's Move Mondays. I don't want to get out of the bed. Okay, she don't want to get out of bed, but she do. You see, she doing it. And Miss Linda, I'm thinking about Miss Linda when she was trying to do the hula hoop challenge at first. You know, she was like, I can't get this thing, but she kept going. She kept going. She still was showing it to us. And next thing you know, now she just doing her little thing, baby. She doing her little thing and doing it good, doing it well, doing it and doing it and doing it well, doing it and doing it and doing it well. So Miss Linda says, Jane, you look good, honey. I was watching your live last night with the Zumba instructions. Yep. Jane, you might be. Hey. Look, you said you was going to some kind of schooling for it. That might be your calling, boo. Jane says, I was just doing Zumba 3 times a week. Okay, so you added an extra day. Gotcha. For strength training, I want to increase from 15 to 20 minutes to 30. Awesome. Twice a week. Gotcha. Awesome, Jane. Yes. And when you try, when you up your, what I always say, level up. We try to level up, right? Leveling up a little bit. Yep. That's awesome. So I says, but that helps, because sometimes I'm sorry, I thought about it. Sometimes when we start doing things all the time, even though it might be a lot, but when you do it all the time, sometimes you do have to level up to, get even better results, after a while. After a while, it becomes routine. Your body get used to it. And so then it just, you may not, especially if you're trying to lose weight or something like that, it may not do as much as it did when you first started, because that was something new to you. So then you level up a little bit. You take it up a notch. And that way you can increase what you're doing. You increase your stamina, your energy, if you're building muscle, your muscle, you may lose more fat because you're doing, your cardio or your muscle building and things like that. But yes, at some point you may have to level up a little bit, which is what we all are talking about in here today. That's what we're doing, leveling up some. All right, Twan says, that's great, Darium. I need to check out your posts. All right, Jane, Grace, you are amazing, honey. Okay, Shawnee says, J-Lo, first big movie. Oh, okay. Yep. I remember the movie. I just didn't see it. All right, so Jane says, you can do the Zumba. And, okay, at Jason. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. So when y'all doing your Zumba, y'all put in hashtag the Zumba, and then you can also put at JC _ calamity _ Jane. Yes. All right. Anissa says 12,000 steps for her. Oh, no. She said for Twan. Go Twan. Thought that was you, Anissa. I thought you were saying you was doing 12,000, boo. All right. Jane says can do. Okay, we got you. Oh, yeah. And right. Because I forgot Hermione is doing it as well. Hermione is a part of this challenge too. So also put at Stealth Health India for Hermione. She's encouraged we do Zumba in December. Yes, that would be good. All right, y'all got that? All right. Hello, Money. How are you doing? Are you doing better? Are you doing well? Is your swelling going down? How you doing at work? You taking it easy, but still being breezy? Are you having a great time? I hope you are. All right, Grace says, can't wait to see all the... Oh my gosh. Really? I can't. Hajri says, that was my first time doing Zumba last night with Jen. Okay. And you was like, ouch. Look, then my knee started swelling. Oh my gosh. Hello, Mia. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Are you doing the Zumba with us? All right, so Ms. Linda said the Zumba challenge. Do you pick your own Zumba class online? What are the directions? What are the directions, y'all? So Jane says, Grace, the hip shakers are already doing their thing with hula. Uh-oh. Grace says, Tamika's still here. Her new thumbnail is fire, baby. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We got to go check it out, y'all. All right, Jane says, Linda, I'll post it on your page, but essentially it's 2 to 3 times a week. You pick the duration, 5 to 50 minutes. So that's a wide variety of time that you can pick. You can choose yourself what you want to, how much time you want to do it, but try to do it 2 to 3 times a week. All right, and then you can do any any YouTube Zumba video, because they have Zumba videos on YouTube. Or you can, of course, go in person and do Zumba as well. I have a playlist on my channel. So she even did even more, y'all. She got a playlist for you and all, honey. She meant business, baby. Thanks, Jane. All right. Mia says she is doing well and she is in the Zumba challenge. Yes. So she is the Zumba, y'all. Yes. All right. So, Miss Mia, are you going to put it on your page? A video so we can see you, so we can cheer you on? What you gonna do? Let us know. All right. Hadrian says, I wasn't going to say it, Kim, but I you need a resuscitation. Oh my gosh. Hadrian, behave. No, I love it. I love it. So for anybody else who is wondering what they can do when it comes down to getting some movement in, honey, because we do have some good things that we've put in the chat about movement, so we can properly prepare before our Christmas Day events or Christmas time events or holiday events. Some people, they may celebrate Kwanzaa or whatever other, things are going on this month, but you can do 5-minute morning warm-ups, okay, like shoulder rolls, side bends, march in place. You can do cat cows at the corner. Now, this here I get from ChatGPT, y'all, or who I call chat. So I'm giving you a list of things that, because I looked it up to see, okay, what can I tell my people that they may be able to do for those, especially for those who may, not be moving a lot, on a day-to-day basis. So I'm giving y'all some examples, or some people that are, just want to, do something new. So these are festive things that you can do, to prepare for Christmas. All right. So that's that. That's where that cat cow come in at. Cat cow at the counter. Okay. Whatever that is. All right. So then days of strength mini challenge. That's something you can do. You can do 10 squats a day, 10 counter push-ups, 20 marching steps, 10 glute squeezes, and then you just continue stacking those things. So that's just to get you started now. 10 squats, 10 counter push-ups, 20 marching steps, 10 glute squeezes, and then you can add more to it as you go, okay? So it says add one small move each day leading up to Christmas. By day 12, your body is stronger, even if you only did 30 to 60 seconds, okay? You want to do more if you can, but even 30 to 60 seconds of these things that I just said, now you can do them all in the same day and have a whole routine going, or you can do, if you like couch to nothing, ain't doing nothing yet. When it comes to like strength building, one day do 10 squats or more. Second day do 10 counter push-ups. Third day, 20 marching steps. Fourth day, 10 glute squeezes. And like I said, just keep going on and just coming up with something, that you can do. And then it says by Christmas, low key, full body routine you got going on. How about that? And then you can take that whole routine into January, because you know how we do in January. Everybody want to try to, do your New Year's resolutions, things of that nature. A lot more people start going to the gym. A lot more people start talking about exercising, so you can get that holiday weight off of you, just in case you do gain during the holidays, gain some weight. Yeah. All right. So then also it says you can do festive core and posture prep. So you can reduce your holiday back pain, tension, and bloating. I know some people, a lot of us have some back pain from prior injuries or things of that nature, or just maybe the weight, your size, or whatever may have you having causing some back pain, or some tension or some bloating. Excuse me. So the reason why you have those things, sometimes it could also just be your core and your posture, how you're sitting, how you're standing, and things of that nature. So the moves that you can make is wall stands, 30-second wall stands. Y'all remember we did a wall sit challenge, but 30-second wall stands this time. Seated tall breathing. Okay, so you're sitting up, making sure you're not slouched over. You're sitting up tall and just breathing deep in and out. That could help. Standing knee lifts, because posture, like I said, definitely can cause back pain too. Even if you don't have any prior injuries or anything like that, it can cause it. Sitting slumped over all the time. So standing knee lifts. You remember our knee lift challenge we did? 5 slow pelvic tilts also can be done. So do these are gentle movements, but they are very powerful and GLP-1 friendly. All right. The next thing is pre-game walks. All right. So do 5 to 10-minute walks before holiday dinners, before church services, or any gatherings that you're doing. This helps energy, digestion, and metabolism. I'm sorry. And it sets the tone for intentional eating. Okay. So that's another thing. We talked about that too for Thanksgiving. 5 to 10 minutes walks after dinner, but you also can incorporate 5 to 10-minute walks before dinner. Very, very good for us to do that. Okay. It helps with so many different things, but for me, what I think about is insulin, not spiking, not spiking your sugars so that your insulin won't have to work double time in your body. Your pancreas don't have to, excrete this, all the stuff, and to make it, cut down that sugar. All right. So then, holiday carry practice is what it says next. And it says we carry bags, gifts, groceries, and decorations in December, right? So preparing your arms helps prevent strain on those, muscles within your arms. So moves that you can do is 10 bicep curls, water bottles. You can use water bottles, or you can use weights, or you can use resistant bands. Like you can pull it out and then go like that, bicep curls. All right. You can do 10 overhead reaches, or 10 Santa bag carries holding a tote. So if you hold a tote, book bag, or something like that, you can do that. Okay. All right. Another thing is low energy day plan. So you got to plan for days when you have low energy. All right. Having a having a backup plan for low energy days. The options are stretching while sitting. Okay, so you're stretching out while you're sitting. That helps. Stretching in general is very, very good for us to do. So you won't, so your bones won't get stiff. Okay, because as we age, bones do tend to get stiffer. So if you do a lot of stretching, that helps. Walking inside your home. Okay, you see me on my video doing that, walking just inside my house when I can't get outside. Because I know a lot of people live in cold climates. So they may not want to walk outside. It might be too cold to walk outside. So you can walk around your house too. Like I said, you can do, like Miss Toya just was telling us she was doing, use your treadmill or walking pad. Like you can just do steps around your area. I know Twan, she does, well, I don't know if she does it every day, but she does a lot of times. She does extra steps when she goes to the bathroom, if she's working from home and things of that nature. Any way to get some movement in, well, it's great. Walking inside your home, which I said, 3 minutes of dance break. So you get up and you start dancing, for 3 minutes. Go and put your favorite song on. Put your favorite holiday song on, or your favorite regular song, whatever genre of music you like. Put that on and get to dancing. That's gonna be fun, y'all. And nobody's looking, right? You're just dancing, right? Dancing, dance machine. Wall push-ups, those are great as well. So you get on the wall, and instead of doing it on the floor, which a lot of people, it's kind of hard to do, you can go to the wall and do your wall push-ups. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do when you have low energy days. All right. And remember, consistency more than intensity. Consistency more than intensity. All right. Let's see what else they said. It's a lot of them, y'all. Okay. And then let me see one more. Let me see. Pre-game walks, they say. Do a 5 to 10 minute walk before holiday dinner. Oh, I said that already. Hold on. I don't went up too far. Bathroom movement moments. When you go to the bathroom, add 10 to 15 seconds of movement. That's the one I was telling you about, how kind of what Twan had told us she does. By Christmas, that's hundreds of reps without trying. Okay? Without even trying. So you can also do calf raises, 5 mini squats, 10 deep breaths. Those help you as well. All right. And then tree time mobility. Yes, really. Yes. Tree time mobility. Every time you walk by your Christmas tree, touch your toes, reach up or twist gently. Make it a cue to move. All right. 9, preparing for Christmas morning energy. We want to feel energized, not sluggish. A little movement daily stabilizes your blood sugar, helps digestion, and boosts confidence. For example, evening things that you can do in the evening. 3 stretches, 10 slow breaths, light ankle circles. Okay. Have your leg out and just circle around your ankle, circle your ankles around. Hydration check. And number 10, holiday host guest prep. Whether you're hosting or visiting, you'll need stamina. Add 1 to 2 minutes of functional movement daily to prepare. Ideas will be lifting gifts, bending to wrap presents, reaching to decorate, cleaning bursts. So, when you want to you got to, let me clean this real quick. Do a real quick cleaning of, say, a countertop or your dishes or something like that. That helps too. That's tapping into that neat that we talked about before, where you're not even trying to exercise, but, it's helping. It's still having more movement. And then it's 2 more, y'all. Reindeer run, light cardio. So once or twice a week, do 2 to 3 minutes of faster walking, stepping, or dancing, just enough to raise your heart rate. This boosts endurance for Christmas Day activities. And then number 12, mindful prep. I move for me. Okay, so confidence isn't just physical; it's emotional. Okay, so you'll tell yourself, "I'm prepping for a peaceful, joyful, confident Christmas." Movement is an act of love, not punishment, y'all. It is an act of love, not punishment. All right. So those are the things I want to share with you all. All right. So let's see what they're saying in the chat. All right. Money says, I'm better. Thanks. Okay. Great. Surgical tape removed yesterday. Swelling down some, but still in heightened swelling phase. And understandably so. Yes. All right. But you're getting there. Awesome. Happy for that. Thank God for that you're doing better. Work is okay. All right. Sitting in that shapewear all day is, whew, I can understand that. I have been in that before, when I've had a surgery of my own. So I understand that quite so well. All right. So Shawnee says, hi, Mia, and anyone else I missed. I'm in and out of the chat. Was at my son's school. Okay. Gotcha. Thanks for coming in. Ms. Luna says, hi, Mia. Miney says, I got cleared for the gym the 23rd. I sure miss my weights. I know you do. When I say Miney be on it with the gym, honey, yes, she be on it. She is fire when it comes to that gym. Yes. So I knew you was going to have trouble with that, Money. Felicia Marie B says, I need to work on my posture. Me too, girl. Me too. Let me sit up a little bit more. I do. All right. Grace says, that was fast, Money. Quick recovery. Yes, she's getting there. Great recovery, Money. Jane says, get a beat by the Boss Way to dance to. Hey. All right. Dance party break, 3 minutes. Yes. Money says, it will be 6 weeks, the 23rd, but it feels so far away. Have gym withdrawals. I know you are. Oh, hello, low carb queen. Yes. Thanks for stopping by. I call her auntie, y'all. Got to get my day 2 video out, but listen, and thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks again for my songs. I greatly appreciate it. Miss LaFace. Hi, Miss LaFace. How are you doing, girl? Hi, Kim, Low Carb Queen. Hello, Shani. Mia says, so yes, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, yes. So are y'all feeling a little bit more confident about movement so that you can get some movement in before it is time for this next holiday that's going to approach very, very soon? If you're getting your movement in, that's going to be one of the things that going to help you burn some of them calories, okay? When you're, enjoying your holiday festivities. Like I said, earlier in the chat, a lot of people are doing potlucks at work. They're doing, going, on family outings that they normally don't go on during this time, getting together at restaurants where you may not normally, do restaurants on a normal basis, things like that, doing holiday family, outings or gatherings at your homes or what have you, those type things, or centers or whatever. So yeah, want you to be prepared, properly prepared for these times. And so therefore, if you prepare before the time, then you're sure to win, at that time. So, and then that way you don't have to be so restrictive during those times. You still can have an enjoyable time, not so worried about, oh my gosh, what am I going to eat? They don't have this for me. They don't have this for me. You can relax and enjoy yourself, because that's what it's all about anyway. Holiday season, all day, every day, you should be enjoying yourself. You're enjoying your sweet, healthy life, sweet life squad, right? But definitely during the holidays, because a lot of times, families coming in town, some of them, or you haven't seen friends maybe in a while, and things of that nature. So you're getting together. You want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to be thinking about, oh my gosh, I can't eat, but this or that and the other, or they don't have this for me, or they don't have that on the menu or whatever. You want to really be able to enjoy yourself and not stress out over food. Okay. That's all this is about, and like I said, just proper preparation will help you. It will prevent poor performance. Okay. So yes, that's what I want to share with y'all tonight. And hope that, sorry you missed it. Okay, thank you. That's okay. All right, Kim J, you can do a short video of some of these moves we went over. Okay. All right, thank you for that, Jane. All right, y'all. So yes. All right, so I think I'm done, honey. All hearts, minds are clear. Y'all have something else y'all want to talk about before I get off? Maybe not. Need anything else? Y'all need to ask Jane anything before we get off? About the Zumba challenge. Y'all make sure y'all have fun with it. Don't let it, overtake you. You want to make sure you are having a great time. Okay? That's what this thing is all about. It's not about competition. Again, I should say, it's not about competition. It's about having a great time and being able to move your bodies to help you, on your journey, your better health journey. So Ms. Mills says you can move in your seat. Yes, that's another good thing. Moving in your seat. Yes. I will be rolling around my house in circles because Christmas isn't my worry. Awesome, Mia. Awesome. It's my surgery and staying active during recovery. Got my vibration plate coming. All right, girl. Let us know about that vibration plate. I know you will. Let us know how you like that. Also let us know about the surgery. What day you said surgery is? It's like this, isn't it the 21st or something like that? 22nd? I wrote it down somewhere, child. But yes, get your movement in. But do what your doctor say now. Make sure you're doing what your doctor say. Like Monty, hey, make sure your doctor's okay when she did get released. She's going to get released on the 23rd so she can jump back in. But even when you jump back in, Monty, make sure you're not, don't do it too fast. Ease on back in there. Ease on back. You'll be back in no time. Yes. This time flies so fast, honey. Before you know, you'll be like, man, I remember this time I couldn't do this. You'll be right back on it. All right, Mia says sitting Zumba. That's where it's at. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I want to say, isn't Joe doing sitting Zumba too? I think she's doing some sitting Zumba. Jane talked about it yesterday. Gave some great tips. If you have to sit in a chair to do it, which is fine. We can always do modifications. I'm gonna have to do some modifications when it comes to Zumba. Yep. So y'all, I'm gonna do Zumba with Miss Felicia Marie B. We're gonna do Zumba together those 2 times that we're gonna do it. This because I'm gonna do the Zumba challenge too, so we're gonna do it together. We're gonna do, I know, videos, definitely the 2 videos a week, and we'll share it on our channels. It's gonna be, one is gonna be shared on one channel, one is gonna be shared on the other channel. So y'all check us out, with us on, hype us up. Yes. All right, y'all. Felicia said, woo. Right. We're gonna do it after this live, y'all. We're gonna do our first one. Kim, can you email me? Your email came back to me. Oh, really? Child, I might have done oh Lord. I may be I wonder if my email might be what you call it? My storage might be gone, honey. Okay, well, I don't know your email though, boo. I don't know your email, Miss Linda. Shawnee says just want to say I love you all. Love you too, sweetheart. And pray for the community this morning. Thank you. I didn't post it as I said I would, but I did cover all in prayer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shawnee. Greatly appreciate that. I can't wait. Yes. Yes. All right, so Miss Linda, let me know. Hello, Cookie. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in to say hello. I miss you in my chat tonight. I'm glad y'all going to be getting your Zumba on. You're not doing it, Cookie. You're not gonna do Zumba with us. Thanks, Shiny. I need that, girl. I know that's right, honey. We all need it. Whether we think we do or not, we all could use some extra prayers. Those that's getting up to God's ears. Our mouths in God's ears. Yes. You see Cookie coming in. Oh. So, Miss Linda, what's your I don't know how to get to your email. Can you share the email with me? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Hey, y'all. See, that's what I miss. I miss that kind of stuff. Man, you and Grace, I tell you. I wonder why you can't get to my email. LaFace says I don't have rhyme to Zumba. I have to sit this one out. Okay, rhythm. I'm talking about my rhyme. Rhythm to Zumba. I don't have rhythm to Zumba. Oh man, not even hip hop Zumba. Nothing. Hip hop, Latin. It's a lot of them. A whole lot of them. I don't know. So what? Okay, so it's Jane. Okay, if they don't want to do Zumba, what about dancing? Like a dance video. What you think about that? I know that's not the challenge, but that could be a challenge. Do a dancing thing, because sometimes, depending on what Zumba you're doing, it's a bunch of dancing anyway. That's okay, cousin LaFay, right? Oh. Mia says, Jen, where do I find a really good chair Zumba? YouTube probably has it. I can't dance at all, girl. Oh, okay. I got you. Oh my gosh. You ain't see Miss Jane's did you see Miss Jane's challenge yesterday? I mean, not challenge, but her instructions yesterday. She showed us how to do that Zumba, honey. If you ain't know how to do it, step to the left, step to the right. You can do a 2-step. All right, Mia says, shake your booty, just moving around gets heart rate up and that. Right. So if y'all can't do the Zumba for some reason, just get you some dance on. Get your dance on. And Miss LaFay, you'll be at your house, nobody know. You just turn that music on and get the boogieing, okay? Get the going, honey. And even if you're not going to share, you want to share that with us, you can share that with us. Even though you don't know how to do Zumba, you can share that with us. I think that'd be a good that'd be a good thing if you can't actually do the Zumba. Zumba is you got to be ready for it. Okay, so Mia says she can't dance either, honey. Her cats, that's your cats laughing at you. Oh wow, that's something serious. I watch and try. Okay, got you. I got you. Yeah, do some dance. This dance around. Hey, to get your little, 5 to 50 minute movement in, and let us know if you did it, or put it on your channel. The boss man says I have no rhythm, but I will be doing the challenge. Okay, you gonna put it on your channel, Hanjarine? Okay, thank you. We'll be y'all better go over there. Go over there to my girl, Miss LaFay channel now. Right, and the cats. You hear her. But if you can't, LaFay, at least get your little dance on. Just put your music on and just do a little something. Boots on the ground. Okay, okay. Yes, Miss Linda. Yes. I got them boots on the ground. People, people have it. That's why I ain't trying to sing. I ain't gonna sing it. People be tripping about that. They were like, I'm so sick of hearing that song. That's when half the time I like the song when everybody else done got tired of it. That's when I want to go and sing it because that's when I like it the most. Mill says, what spasm she's having now? Right. Oh my gosh, Mill, that is hilarious. She said, the cat's like, I don't even know what's going on with this lady here. What is going on? Is she okay? Not spasms, Mill. That's funny. Oh my gosh. All right, so how we getting in touch, Miss Linda? What we gonna do? Why is my email not working? I don't know why it's not working. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. Boots on the Ground Fantasia version is fire. Okay, I need to check that out. I didn't know. I hadn't seen her version. Mill says, I love to learn how seriously. Hello, Miss Kendi K. How you doing? Kendi K all day. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. We done. We was talking about movement, just getting some movement in during Christmas time, honey. Before Christmas, so you'll be prepared for the little festivities we're gonna be having, at Christmas time. You got to worry about, especially if you're on a weight loss journey. You got to worry about, oh my gosh, it's gonna be too many calories. It's gonna be this because you already done did some movement. You got the strength training. You got that, cardio in, and so you're prepared. Whether you're a burning machine, getting that, burning them calories off and that fat off too, and so you can, and still kind of enjoy yourself. During those times that you're with your family, your friends, and having a good time. But just being proper preparation prevents poor performance, y'all. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So make sure you're prepared for this season. Jerusalem line dance. Okay, I haven't heard that either. Jerusalem line dance. Okay. They got a lot of different line dances, honey. So many. So that'd be good too, right? If you don't know how to Zumba, you can do line dances. Because they have tutorials on YouTube. Some of everything on YouTube, y'all. Y'all can find any of this stuff we talking about on YouTube. Yep. So yes, y'all. I'm gonna, I guess, go ahead and get out of here. Miss Linda McDuffie. Right. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Correct. Yes. Felicia says, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Felicia. Cause I don't know why my email not working. I not know why it's not working, honey. What's my email? It's just Kim J Sweet After Life. Did you put 2 S's, Miss Linda? I'm gonna put my, because I had to take one of the S's off for my actual email. I'm trying to type it in, y'all. I'm sorry. Take care. I don't know if she's still in here. You still in the chat, Miss Linda? She ain't saying nothing. LaCarson said, yes, I love a good line dance. Right. We see you when you was doing the 20-minute thing. You was doing some line dances in there on your 20-minute dancing. I'm talking about dance exercise. When you were doing that last month. Are you still doing that, LaCar Queen? You still doing the 20-minute movement dancing and what you was doing some of everything. You was doing a little bit of weights and line dances and other, just regular cardio movements and things like that. Are you still doing that? Amy Lou says, I cannot line dance. I cannot follow dance steps to save my life. Oh my gosh. But you're doing the Zumba. Hey, you're going to just try. You're going to do it. You're going to do well. And we're going to root you on. Yes, we are. We're not laughing at you either. We're going to root you on either way. Mia says, how Jen's cat lays in her way while exercising is happening. My cat be like flopping down, then running away because they don't know. They know I'm not coordinated at all. They snicker, I swear, and judge me. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. Amy, I'm there with you. That's what Miss LaFay said. But she doing it, Miss LaFay, too. She gonna do it with you. Queen said, I'm sorry, Felicia says, Queen, how did I miss you? Hi, Queen. At Low Carb Queen. Thanks for Felicia Marie B. Girl, I put my side out. Oh my gosh. No. No, Queen, no. A muscle strain. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. We keeping our prayers too. Keeping in our prayers, Queen. Kim as moving every day, so she saw weight loss. Yep. Yes, Kendi. All right. Ms. Lynn says yours under your YouTube with 2 S's. Say undeliverable. Oh yeah, it's not 2 S's. Oh Lord, I need to look at that again. Yeah, it should be. It's 1 S. My Gmail is 1 S. But my, the actual YouTube, it is Kim J's Sweet Healthy Life. I gotta check that out there and get that changed if that's how it looks. All right. Low Carb Queen says I have to talk to Stephanie and see. Okay. Amy says I'll be making up my own steps of Zumba. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Somebody had to make it up the first time they did it, right? That's what I think they're doing. The instructors are making things, making it up. So hey, do you, boo boo? Yep. Do you? And like I said, the biggest thing is just get movement in. That's all this is all about. Just making sure you get movement in, because that's what we need. It helps our heart. That's what that cardio does for us. It gives us good heart health, right? So yeah, it helps you lose some weight if you're trying to lose weight, reduce some fat. So many things if you Google it. Look, our Queen says, thanks, I'm better now. That's why I started. Okay. Gotcha. I got you. I thought you were saying you just did it. I sent it on the live. Okay. Oh, I missed it then. Why I didn't see that? Yeah, I missed it, honey. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you send it to Felicia, or send it again, now that because it's no S, see if you can see it. See if you can do it. If it works. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go in spam and see if it's in spam. Hadrian, one of your things came to me in spam. Your email. I don't know why that happened. That's weird. Good thing I looked at the spam folder. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, Hadrian, yours came in spam for some reason. What you sent me. That's weird. But yeah, okay, so I'll be looking for the email. But yeah, if you could send email Felicia too, Melissa Linda, that way I can make sure I get it. I greatly appreciate it. Just going back through this right quick. Okay, yeah, I saw that. I just sent it. Yeah. For some reason I'm not seeing it on the live. I don't see it nowhere. I don't know what it's at. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing up. I'll look for it though. Okay, but yeah, send it to Miss Linda. Send it to Felicia, and I'll get it from you. I think I'll get it from her. We got to talk tonight anyway because we got to do our Zoom challenge. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Hopefully, all hearts and minds are clear. Thank y'all for coming in today to sit with me for a spell. I greatly appreciate it. And if all hearts and minds are clear, y'all have a great rest of your week. All right. Y'all might see me again this week. We'll see. If I don't know today if I do come back on. All right. So y'all be blessed and peace. And for those who have not seen the full thing, y'all go check it out. I greatly appreciate it. Blessings to you too. Feel better, Queen. Listen to your body. Yes, yes. Miss Kendi K is letting you know. Miss Kim, listen at your body. Look, I had to go to Miss Kim on you. Miss Kim, listen at that body. All right, good night, Swan. Hey, you still with me? Off and on, you probably half sleep. Let me see. Yeah. Just emailed me. Okay, let's see. Let me look one more time, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, did you get it? Good night. Good night, Jazzy. Thanks for coming in. Miss Linda, did you get my email back? Yep. Kenny K loves you, baby. And Low Carb Queen loves you, Kenny K. Yep. All right, Miss Linda, let me know if you got it right quick before we get off here. Before I get off. Good night, Hajarine. I just emailed you back. Okay. All right, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Love y'all. See you later. Peace. Let me get this off.